Cultivating creativity in our lives can be one route to well-being, and we can cultivate an attitude of creativity in our daily lives. I'm Vanessa King, Head of Psychology and Workplaces at Action for Happiness, and here to launch New Ways November, our theme for this month, based on the key of trying out. So here are 3 tips to cultivate an attitude of creativity in your day-to-day life. And this doesn't mean having artistic skill or talents or anything. It's more about an approach to our daily living. So the first tip is cultivating curiosity, particularly a quality called joyful exploration or joyful curiosity. And this is about thinking about the world as a fascinating place with lots of things to discover, places, people, things, ideas. So this month, have a think about, maybe make a list of things that you'd like to learn about and discover, get curious about this month. And when you encounter something new or other people, maybe get curious and ask them about perhaps their life story or what they're passionate about and why they love those things. Look up and learn about new things that you encounter. Cultivating that curiosity day to day. The second tip is about courage. Now, any creative act and any act of exploration, trying something new or going to a new place, takes a little bit of courage, sometimes a lot of courage. It can feel uncomfortable, we can feel vulnerable because we're making something or doing something for the first time, and of course it's not going to be perfect because we're just discovering that for the first time. So recognize that trying new things and cultivating creativity takes courage, and be okay with that. Do it anyway. And you might even find that you can harness that energy, maybe that fear that you feel about, or trepidation about trying that new thing, and turn that into excitement. See it as excitement, because it's part of the creative process, if you like. And thirdly, how can you boost the small moments of creativity in your day-to-day life? This doesn't mean, particularly creative practices like music or art, anything that for you feels creative. In a recent study, when people felt they did more creative acts on one day, they reported having a greater amount of positive emotion and felt to be higher in flourishing the next day. So it was things like cooking, maybe trying new recipes, crafting or knitting or sewing or making something, or solving a problem in a new way, or listening to new music, or reading even. Those small acts of creative practice that kind of fuel our creativity. So how can you introduce more small moments of everyday creativity into your life this month? So that's it, the 3 tips. They all begin with C, so for cultivating an attitude of creativity. So in summary, curiosity, particularly that joyful exploration about getting curious about the world around you. Secondly, it's about recognizing that it takes a bit of courage to try new things and acts of creativity, and harnessing that and doing those things despite them feeling uncomfortable. And thirdly, it's about boosting the number of small creative acts in our day-to-day lives. So as ever, we'd love to hear from you on any of our social media platforms, your ideas and what you're trying, and in particular on our Action for Happiness app, which is free to download from wherever you get your apps from. And it's a wonderful, supportive, creative community on there, full of creative inspiration. So thank you for listening and watching this month, and look forward to seeing you again next month. Thank you.